Okay, YouTube, now it's time for brake line and fuel line hose removal. So this is key here. This is a box wrench. So it's a 10 on one side, 12 on the other. You can see it's a little bit different than a normal just squared off wrench. And the reason being is because it prevents stripping here. So you definitely want to use this on brake lines. You can get it at like AutoZone for like 15 bucks or so, but it comes in really handy. Otherwise, you could be stripping these. These are brass, so they're really easy to strip. But so we already removed the brake booster screws on the inside. Now we just got to loosen these up and take them out. And these are 12s. Nope, stand corrected. These are 10s. On there. This one's a little bit rusted. I already got the first one out. There we go. You obviously want something underneath to catch this as well. I have a drip pan as well as just an old box that's been smashed up. This is just finishing up all of the engine bay because you want it to be completely barren. And here we're going to use the brake booster from the WRX as well as the there you go, as well as the pedal assembly. To the side. Now these fuel lines, we'll just take these hoses off. As far as the fuel lines going back, these brake lines bend pretty easy. They go all the way over to here. And I'll be removing all these brake lines as well. This is your ABS, your ABS module. And last one out. There we go. Now we can remove the ABS module. Which is going to be, looks to be 12, 12. Maybe a 12 back behind here. Okay, let's get it. Pow, pow, power tools. And there's a 12 back behind there we need to get to in the fender well. It may be easier for some people because you want to have a front mount pipe in the bed. This is ready to come out. So now I just got brake lines. Take out 2 of these. One brake line out. This may be something that you want to keep. Never have too many brake lines. So now there is 4 brake lines left, and as you can probably imagine, they go to the brake lines front, back, left, and right. Take those out a little bit later, because that will need to do from the side of the car. So next step, we'll remove these fuel lines. This is going to leak a little bit of gas. Oh. Not anywhere near as much as I thought. This is where pliers will come in handy. 2 reasons. One, for this clamp here. And 2, if the hoses are stubborn, you want to spin them back and forth as you pull. Lost some hose clamps along the way, but looking good otherwise. Move this washer hose up to here. This is where the fuel filter will go. So the fuel filter on 97 Subarus and 02 to 05 WRXs is pretty much the same. I think in 06 they switched to the in fuel tank fuel filter, so we'll keep that there for now. Keep the intercooler piping. Power steering, I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to I don't have to worry about the fluid right now. So what I'll do is I'll take that off with the cross member and everything and just kind of take it down with it. I may change my mind depending on how difficult it gets to remove that, but for right now that's the plan. Can remove these 2 hoses as well. Okay, those two are out of the way. Hit this puppy with a 12. I'm like fairly certain I'm removing everything that is not reusable. I could be wrong, but I haven't done this in a while. But I do not think so. Okay. There's 2 brake lines left here. Those are the front. These are going to the rear. We can kind of pull those through if we wanted to, but I'll leave those in place for now because I may be able to get away with reusing those, but probably not, but I'm going to try. Okay. So for me, this is good with the engine bay. A lot more of what needs to happen is underneath the vehicle. So that will be the next step, is underneath the vehicle. Starting with the, not the differential, but the drive shaft. I'll take that out. That way I can kind of drop the transmission. Get that out of the way. That should be fun. Bench pressing a transmission always is. Okay.